Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 37 of Multiblock Madness. Picking up today where we left off last episode, we have almost a million? Just about a million millibuckets of acrylic acid. This was what we last made because it is a component to craft negative deposition matrices, which is a component in Neutronium. However, I just recently kicked off another large craft on the Forge of the Heavens here. Basically, I told it to make like 500-ish crystal matrix ingots because I realized that the crystal matrices we're going to need a lot of them. 23 crystal matrices, so this is blocks, right? 23 to make catalysts and another handful in here, 12 to make the energy cell frame, which is for the creatives. So we're going to need a lot of crystal matrices, and I figured let's just get them all crafted now. So because once I switch this machine over to making negative deposition matrices, we swap the fluid out, and once we swap the fluid out, it's kind of a pain in the butt to swap back. Like, it's not that difficult. I have to break a bus or break a port and reconfigure some things, but let's just let this finish making these ingots, and then we never have to worry about it again. So in the meantime, let's look to make some of the other stuff we need to make infinity catalysts. So the infinity catalyst needs more than just all these singularities, although I think there's still one singularity left, right? I haven't actually turned my insanium ingots, of which I have 30,000, into singularities. So let's do that real quick. I did shut this system off a couple days ago because if I didn't, we'd have like a couple 100,000 now, but I just need 23,000. Anyways, swap you over to this. And we're crafting? Are we crafting? There's no progress bar. Yeah, we're crafting. Okay, cool. So that's a singularity, but even with all the singularities, there's some other things in here. So some of the interesting bits, the cosmic meatballs has a lot of different food items in it, including some kind of exotic ones. But the interesting one here is the 4 s'more quad smigget. That's a mouthful. It is the ultimate in nuclear craft food. Basically stack s'mores on top of each other. This doesn't quite go as far as they went in Omnifactory, where I think Omnifactory went to stack of s'mores. Basically, this is like how many total graham crackers? Let's see, 2 double 4 6 or 2 4 8 16, so this is 16 graham crackers worth. I think an Omnifactory went up to like a stack or something, but the idea is that we need a lot of marshmallows, milk chocolate, and graham crackers. So let's set up automation for that. I think I'm willing to do most of it on demand, although some of this is fluid work. Liquid marshmallow, yeah, there's some I don't know why there's some exotic cooking chemistry in nuclear craft, but there is. So we have to, oh boy. Start from gelatin, all right. Yeah, yeah, let me just set up auto crafting for this. This really did unironically turn out to be the most complicated chemical process so far, involving over a dozen machines. Let's go through it all. For the chocolate, our inputs are sugar and cocoa beans. So we melt the sugar into molten sugar, cook the cocoa beans into roasted cocoa beans, grind those into ground cocoa nubs, take half the nubs and melt them into chocolate liqueur, take the other half and melt them into cocoa butter. The cocoa solids here are basically a waste product. They can be used as brown dye, but I can't be bothered to do so. We mix our cocoa butter and chocolate liqueur for unsweetened chocolate, sweeten that up with our sugar, and mix that with milk, which comes from cow essence. So I just have a crafting card providing that, and then we empty it. And I guess my milk emptying speed is my bottleneck, whatever. And then ingot form those into milk chocolate. All right, that's 1/3 of the process done. Then, starting from pork chops, we turn them into gelatin, melt the gelatin, mix the gelatin with water, mix it with more sugar, turn them into marshmallows. So apparently marshmallows are made of pigs. Pork. I didn't know that, but today I learned. Lastly, this bit's easy. We take wheat. So far our inputs have been what? No Enderium ingots. Sugar, cocoa, pork chops, and wheat. Oh, milk and wheat. We take the wheat, craft it into flour, pressurize it into graham crackers, and store that. All right, so those are the raw s'mores ingredients, right? Graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate. All that is on a drawer network so that I can just extract all of it into a crafter here that we turn on, and it crafts them into the super s'mores. And then we just store those in a drawer here, which is connected to the same drawer network, so that if I put a storage bus here, we should be able to see all of these items on our ME system. And I understand that this is making s'mores about 100,000 times faster than we need to. At some point when I get hungry, I should eat one of these. They give you a lot of buffs. They give a lot of, I mean, look at how 379 saturation bars, huh? But yeah, there we go. There's our s'mores crafting. Make sure we can see them more. There we go. Yep, 200. Already 4 stacks and counting. This probably makes a couple stacks an hour. Probably faster than that, actually. I don't know. It's very fast. So it's super mega overkill, but that's all right. We'll never go hungry again. All right. So oh, good. We get one more as a quest reward. Whoop-de-doo. Let's see what else there is in. You know what? Let's just put the Infinity Catalyst recipes and some of the other ones into our packaged auto crafting, and let Applied Logistics tell us what all we need. So is this ultimate? It is an ultimate recipe, right? Yeah. So let's add the recipe here, and then we'll see what all we happen to be missing. Remember to set this to ultimate, import the recipe, save. One into the packager, one into the unpackager, and Infinity Catalyst. So we need 23 of these was the number before. I need to get or make 10 more or 13 more Astro Diamonds. Oh boy. Let me open this up on the other terminal so that I can in. But let's see. I set this up some time ago with hope that it'll make my Astro Diamonds. But I also think I shut it off before it produced enough because it was incredibly slow at it. Diamond. Nope, I must have already taken them out. All right. I'll craft those on our plate here. Only needed 13-ish of these, so I'm just going to do it manually instead of setting up any fancy automation. As for the other ingredients, let's pull up the crafting plan again. By doing it on this actual terminal, I get to hidden from this menu. Thanks, Prototype Browsers PAE2 for this feature as well. So anyways, let's clean this up a little bit. All right, cloaking device, blood infused, cosmic meatballs. Skip that one because I think that's already crafted. All right. So yeah, I made 30. Oh well, 30 is a few more than I need. Of these, there's actually one thing that's a little annoying. The quantum entangled singularities have MBT data. Because of that, I don't know if I can actually automatically do this craft through the crafting table, because I have all of these, right? But they have MBT data, and I can't get rid of the MBT data, and I can't tell the Ultimate Crafter to not be MBT data sensitive. All right, whatever. Then I'll just request 23 each of these and put it all together by hand, I guess, like a plan. All right. So, anyways, from the beginning, crystal matrix. I have a bunch of ingots. Am I done crafting, by the way? I am. Cool. So we can just turn these into blocks. There's a trivial one. Walruses are 8 fish make walrus. Don't ask. This I just have to craft at how many ingots per? 3. So I need a lot of this blood infused iron. It's a little annoying because the inert blood iron thing requires like these non-stacking items in a Hellfire Forge. We'll automate that in a bit, I guess. Endus Pearl. Ooh. So drop this recipe in. Well, let's drop these 3 recipes into packaged auto real quick. I think this is Oh, we need more blood infused iron. So we need a lot of blood infused iron. All right, cloaking devices. I think, wait, there's a, just put the oxygen airtight seal on it. Labotronic energy orb. Got that. All right, so let's drop these recipes in and add the 3 Endless Pearl Ultimate Stew and Cosmic Meatballs to our crafting. And now I expect the list of missing things, oopsie, 23, not 23,000, 23 of these to grow quite a bit. Why was the magic number 23 anyways? We use them by the 4, right? To make it, oh, I guess some we use individually. So, taco, I expect, yeah, a lot of the food stuff items just simply we don't have the crafting recipe. I just have to encode it. Lots of different foods. Neutronium we'll ignore for now. We'll come back and finish that up very soon. Oops. Did I unpin that? No. Leave it pinned. Fish pie. That looks absolutely disgusting. But yeah, it looks like it's 90% just individual food items. I think all of this stuff we can craft with ingredients we have on hand. I might have to like plant a lettuce plant or something. Oh no. I counted 3 plants from the XL food mod that we don't have yet. So that's lettuce, tomatoes, and strawberry. Delicious. I'm not even going to bother leveling these plants to 10, 10, 10 stats. I'm just going to plant them as is because we don't need quite that many. In fact, do I even have a 2x2 drawer anywhere? Just 1x1s. It's fine. Useless foods. Get to your homes. Maybe I already had strawberry planted? No, I just didn't pick up any yet. I forgot about cucumbers. How could I? And there's corn and onion. The list of useless plants keeps growing. All that food took, let's see, there's half a page of recipes here, and then I think there's another full page of recipes later. So yeah, that's a lot of recipes dedicated to food. I don't know why sometimes it's like, oh, I guess it's only half a page that's used further down the line. So how far have I used? 30 plus, like 30 and a half of my 50 pages of recipes have been used up. That's a lot. Anyways, food is now done though, so let's get back to the Neutronium here. All that's left is like the blood iron stuff. I have to figure out what to do with the singularities, but Neutronium is a big one. All right, so now that our Forge of the Heavens is free, I can swap it over to acrylic acid and just drop this in. I'm going to batch craft, what was the number here? So it's 92 just for our singularities, but we need a little bit more of this for, well, we don't need to make that. I think some of the creatives here, we just look here. The cell doesn't need any. The tank needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4, so 28. This one doesn't need any. And this one I think needs a few for here. Nope, so we just need the 28 extra on top of 92. So 28 plus 92, 120. Let's go for 2 stacks of Neutronium then, just to have a few extras, just in case. I'm choosing to make them all as ingots and craft them down, as opposed to just making 8 and crafting them up through the seed version, because in order to upcraft Neutronium, you need to set up another Forge of the Heavens with some fluid and yada yada yada. So to bypass that, I'm just going to craft a bunch of Neutronium. Anyways, 2 stacks. So we're going to need 2 stacks of negative deposition matrices, which probably means we need a few more ytterbium yag gems as well. Let's check that. Yeah, I have 24, but I should have tons of ytterbium, and we should be able to make more yag compound with whatever setup we have here. Where was that? Kind of getting lost in my own base now. It was right under the Forge of the Heavens, right? This thing? So this makes yag compound. I'm still by hand moving that over to here. I've kind of forgotten. You had to combine it with something? Liquid ammonia. Wait, where does the liquid ammonia come from? you. Nope, I have ammonia provided through the ME system. It's crafted elsewhere. The problem was my output tank was full, so I'm just voiding it because it's literally waste, toxic waste even. So speed this up. Did I think I timed in a bottle the wrong block. Speed that one up. There we go. Hey, do you have more for me? And take the output from here, and then you should probably have set this up to be a bit less manual. Compound goes in there, so I don't want neodymium now, I want ytterbium. And speed that up. All right, as I said, I should make this process a bit more automated, so I'm not like moving stuff between buffers quite as often, but this is also the last time I have to do this, so I'll deal. We'll then take all the items, drop them into the input plus here, or input patch, whatever that's called, and now it's probably complaining wrong fluid. So let's see, I want to switch you to be acrylic acid. Well, we'll add acrylic acid here, empty that out, and switch this over to acrylic acid instead of starlight. There we go. That fills up, and we're off to the races. Good. So this is now making our negative deposition matrix. We'd then have to take the negative matrix, combine it with our anti-helium, which I believe is in this ender chest I've been carrying around, in the huge multi-block we built on the moon. So let's just start by heading to the moon. I should really put a closer teleport, but just fly to our pre-existing waste out. Costs 3 levels to teleport, but I've got infinite experience. I guess the worst part about teleporting is that it breaks my astral perks. Reach! Give me my reach back. Is this the input? Yeah. We want to set this here. You know what? We can just set it. We'll just pull all of it in, and then negative. It'll take it a little while to craft it all, but drop these into here. Since we only need a limited amount, and once again, I'm willing to batch craft it. Flight. 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 Oh, nausea. But anyways, while we're getting motion sickness from my screen shaking, we should get our first output ingot anytime now. How long does this take to make? Oh, there it is. Neutronic matrices. So just get another ender chest and output to that. So it was triple blue, right? We may as well put the matrices themselves into here as well. If I take the empty cans and stick them into the triple blue ender chest, they should auto refill. Yep. Although the fact that the matrix got emptied out because it never. Yeah. Let's just filter this. The blacklist. Neutronic matrices. So now these matrices will sit in our triple blue ender chest when all of my negative deposition matrices are done. I'll drop them off into the blue ender chest once, wait for them to craft into neutronic matrices. But there's still one more step before we can turn neutronic, well, one more step to do in order to turn neutronic matrices into neutronium ingots, and that is to blast them in a target chamber. The only tricky thing about this reaction is that the incoming particle needs a very specific energy range, right? A range of 3 mega electron volts is probably one of, if not the smallest of the oh, I guess there's a 2 right here. So yeah, it's on the low end anyways, as far as energy goes. And when we create our phylons, they're created at 30 mega electron volts, which is 20 too low. 20 mega electron volts is a bit too much to reasonably do in a linear accelerator, so we're gonna have to build the spinny one, a synchrotron for it. So anyways, I guess while I wait for these ingots to craft, I'll Here, let's do this. Ender pouch. I'll grab an ender pouch. Link it to that one. Very good. And then while we wait for those ingots to craft, I'll head back to the overworld and build that accelerator. And it's really annoying that each time I teleport, I have to take my mantle off. But yeah, I'm just gonna not go into too much detail with this because we've already built like 30 of these, right? I got sick of not having reach while building the accelerator, so I went and slash killed myself in order to reset my perks to give me reach back. And I figured now is may as well the time to eat one of these s'mores. I guess it's a bit less good because your saturation is capped to your health, huh? Well, still, it's kind of hilarious that while you're eating it, it covers your entire screen. Come on, let me eat again. Nom, 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 nom. Anyways, at first I thought that we didn't need a linear accelerator because the particle starts with enough energy, right? It starts with 30 mega electron volts, which is more than 5. However, we can't put a ion source directly on a accelerator casing or on a synchrotron, so we still need a linear accelerator to create the beam, unfortunately. I guess I didn't test. Can we just put an ion source directly against a beam port? I don't know. Whatever. I made a world's most useless, as short as it gets. I think 5 block internal length is a minimum. Linear accelerator that doesn't really do anything. It increases focus slightly, I guess. Yeah. One minor challenge I had to deal with our synchrotron here is that the output energy that we're going for is actually extremely low. So 50 mega electron volts is quite low for a synchrotron, and our range is very low, right? We have to target 50 to 53. What that means, it's actually very hard to design a thing that exactly hits that at full power. What I came up with was a reactor that hits 50.6 mega electron volts at about 1/3 power, at 10 out of 15 power, which I mean, it gets the job done. So it produces phelons at just a hair over 15 mega electron volts. And I just realized we actually have 100 kilo PU, right? 100 kPu as our beam density. For some reason, I thought this produced a 100 PU beam density, but because of that kPu, that means that the next step is actually extremely fast. So these neutronic matrices take where does it say the amount here? 1 MP or 1 mega particle unit, which means it's 10 ticks. Or wait, hold on. We have 100k, yeah. So it's 10 ticks of being blasted. It's enough to turn it into Neutronium. So basically, as soon as I plugged it in, it was done with all of this stuff. It is a relatively low cross-section recipe. So at 28% cross-section, it turns out that the cross-section actually does affect the conversion rate. So I made an incorrect statement a couple days ago when I said that the cross-section for react or for target chambers doesn't matter if we don't care about output particles. That does explain why this thing is so incredibly slow at making silicon, because the silicon recipe is, oh no, it is 100% cross-section, so I guess it doesn't matter here. That's just a slow recipe. But that the cross-section actually does apply to the rate of item conversion as well as the amount of particles you get out. So anyways, here, let's turn this off briefly just so we can see it run at least one cycle. The issue now is that my incoherent matrix production, or rather my positive wait, which of the steps is being done here? This machine is now slow because our mechanism laser energy input is not enough. So what exactly were you making again? I forget which of the steps is not in here. The one that uses acrylic acid. So that's negative deposition matrices, right? This takes 100 megajoules of energy per, or 100 megajoules. Our energy port only held 5 gigajoules, so 5,000 megajoules, and the input rate is actually pretty slow, right, as we click it here. So what I need to do is, it made the first 50 ingots extremely quickly, or 50-ish. I don't think it was 100% full, so I was using it earlier, but then after that it slowed down a lot, which is why we only have 43 neutronium. So to speed that up, we're going to need a lot more laser input. Unfortunately, placing lasers kind of mega sucks, but not much to do about it. We Need a bunch of these amplifiers. I guess does rotation lock work? Oh, okay. The reason placing lasers sucks is that you need them to point at you when you place them, or you need them to point at the amplifiers when you place them. And if you point them in any other direction, they function kind of as mining lasers. So they break blocks on accident if you mess it up. They also charge in your inventory, so that as soon as you place them, they start lasing, which is almost never what you actually want. But I guess by using rotation lock, I can. Let's see. So if I do this, that's looking downwards. Lasers. That means I place the bottom lasers like this? Oh, don't do that. Okay, so I guess rotation. No, rotation lock is off. Look down. Press K to turn on. I think you have to look at a block. Now, there's two. I don't fully understand the mode. There's two modes. Maybe you have to not look at a block. Come on. I'm trying to get it. How do I turn on the other mode of rotation lock? I can't get the lasers to play nice with it, so we'll just have to be very ginger and try to place them all facing the right direction right off the bat. Ah, not like that. See, it already broke a block. Lasers, could you not shoot until I have you placed in the right spot? It's more dangerous when placing the sideways facing ones, because like if I, place one here, who knows what block I randomly destroy. Like I'll accidentally tear apart our assembler, which has happened before already. But anyways, not gonna be the right way. I'm so afraid of lasers. I should just... Yeah, that's not the right way. I should just turn off inventory charging when I place these and place them not against cables. With the exception of a couple holes in the grass, I eventually got all the lasers placed. And now this thing is charging much faster. It's like 2 megajoules per second, which means it probably takes it about 50 seconds to craft a single ingot. And with, I don't know how many ingots I have left. Oh, why are there none in here? You output to this thing, right? Yeah. No, you don't. You output to the ME system. All right, there we go. So it's made 14. It was originally queued for 2 stacks. So yeah, it's about done with 1 stack. I guess I could just check in this board. It's less than a stack of work left. Good. So that should only take it the next. I guess if it does 30 seconds per, it's still half an hour of work queued. Well, over the next half hour, it'll make these ingots, drop them into here to get them converted over. And I'm expecting the ingots to be given back to me in the same ender chest, but they're not for whatever reason, which means let's go find out what's going wrong here. Why aren't you running? Missing input item. Why? You're not missing input item. That's the output hatch. You're not missing input items. You have 20. Oh, did I skip a step? I have to. Wait, no. Negative deposition and mule. Oh, the empty cells get left. Wait. The empty cells. Oh. I see. No. The empty cells didn't get left in here. They got re-extracted to here. I should set this to whitelist the deposition matrices only, and then we can take these, because the thing stole the empty cells from our can filler, so the can filler never had a chance to fill them. Now that these are filled, there we go. That's what I get for cheating on my filtering and doing it wrong. Now you have the right input item, and now you are running. Good. And now we go back to the overall. So we should now never have to revisit that thing, although I have to literally kill myself to give me my perks back. So there's that. There we go. Now that's producing neutronic matrices. So in you go, and almost instantly, as we saw there, they became neutronium. That's how fast it is. So I guess our bottleneck in this process is how long it takes to make the neutronic matrix. But for now, there's our first 47 ingots. Is that a quest? Kind of expected that to be a quest. You want a pile as well. Okay. We'll end up using these, so these aren't going to waste downcraft. Hey, we get a free ingot. And now we need... Where is the fusion reactor quest? What do we need for... So, the coils for the fusion reactor we crafted at the end of last episode, right? 3,000. I think I crafted a little bit over that, but I think I need the computer as well. I think I placed one just to have it tell me how many coils we need, so I can pick that up. And next we just have to craft the infinity catalyst. All right, so 23 of these. What's missing? I think we still need a bit more neutron. Oh, I still have to set up the shoot. I still have to set up all the blood infused iron stuff. How about we'll do that tomorrow, because that'll take a little bit of time. But for today, let's build this fusion controller, fusion whatever reactor. It's going to be by far the biggest multi-block we've built this pack. And we built some large multi-blocks this pack. But this thing is, it'll dwarf them all. So let's make sure I'm high enough up that I'm not going to intersect with anything else important. Set this to maximum size. So it needs 49 stacks plus 36 coils. If I click this button, it'll show me the shape. And I have to place coils in all of those spots. Lucky me. Luckily, I think I read something that we can... Oh, thank goodness. We can right-click coils directly into that. And yeah, it places them. Good. Because I would have had no fun at all trying to place the coils by hand. And with the help of inventory tweaks, what's the mod that automatically refills my stack in my hand? We can quite quickly get ourselves a max size fusion reactor. Are you done yet? You're done now. So I had a couple stacks of extra coils. Extra coils never hurt anyone. It has a massive energy buffer. Let's get a flux point. Yeah, this one. To charge it. I hope it can directly interact with the flux point. Stable limit. No, it looks like it won't directly take energy from a flux point. Why do you do this? Would you take energy through an energy conduit? No. Why are you so picky about where you get your energy from? Lastly, then, what about a native superconductor cable from Tech Reborn? Am I just plugging in the wrong side of the machine? I thought it was top for... Maybe it needs to be on the side. Maybe you're the biggest idiot I've ever met. However, we've run into the problem where it only accepts 32... Kind of annoying. It only accepts 32k energy per tick per side. But that's... The recipe here uses... Where is it? I guess it's... it uses 100 million per tick for 2,400 ticks, which means if I can't jam energy into it that fast, gonna be troublesome. Let's try this. I think it does accept energy through conduit. I was just plugging it in wrong. I need you to accept energy faster. By plugging into more sides, we get 6. I mean, well, only the 4 side, like the non-top, non-bottom sides work. But by doing this, I'm getting 131k FP a tick into it. Let's try phantom energy phases. Yeah, that seems to work. So by doing this, we can plug in eventually enough sides that that we can run, you know, all 100 million RF. We can provide all 100 million RF a tick into this thing. Although, it's gonna take a whole... I mean, if each phantom energy phase provides 131,000, we need 100 million. Oh no, that's almost 1,000 of them. Are you serious? Is there no better way to do this? This thing doesn't take upgrades. Tech Reborn, help me out, please.